Hey guys, and welcome back to the second episode of Natty News, your weekly insight into the world of natural bodybuilding. I'm AJ Morris, your host. Hope you're enjoying the rare occurrence of some British sun, if you're in Britain, or in the UK, and parts of the UK that have got some. Saves us from hopping on the sunbeds as usual bodybuilders. So this week, we've got a cool episode again. So we have got, first up, a very impressive team. Like, unreal, mind-blowing. Is this guy 19 years old or is he lying? Fuck knows, but he's awesome. So his name is Joshua Kenyon. He is coached by Team 3DMJ, Jeff Alberts, and he is possibly one of the most impressive teens I've ever seen. His muscularity is off the charts. His upper body especially. I mean, just looking at this video here, it just looks fake. it looks so good that it looks fake. His abs, his midsection is just that blocky, perfect look that creates an aesthetic physique, combined with, and I said to him, your back looks like some mutation of Dorian Yates, but a young version. This guy is one to watch. I mean, just look at that. Like, it makes me a little bit anxious about my future career in natural bodybuilding if that's what I've got to go up against in future years. If this guy brings it in, like really brings in this conditioning, which I believe he will, under the watchful eye of Jeff, I see him turning pro in the States, because in the States the chances of getting a card within the WNBF is slightly more favourable than the UK. The UK, you've got to win the British finals. In the States, you can win what essentially might be a regional show if it's a pro qualifier, so if there's enough participants. I see him challenging for that. I don't see any reason why not. We're yet to see a full update from Josh in terms of every single pose. So until then, I'll hold back on that comment, because there could be some shots which are lacking. But for the most part, like, I believe this guy is just off the charts good. So he's very, very impressive. So moving on, we have Kris and Kerr, aka the Natural Shredder. Kris has been one of my friends for a while in natural bodybuilding, so I follow Kris very closely. It's very exciting to see Kris coming back to the stage. He took the whole of 2017 off. He competed last in 2016. I believe he won his qualifier as a middleweight, went to the British finals. I believe he was 4th. But re-correct me on that if I'm wrong, Kris. But for the most part, looking like there's significant improvements, like huge strides to his upper body. I know Kris stayed a little leaner than his usual sort of off-season body composition this year. So I think the diet is becoming a little bit easier for him. But Kris is known for condition. Kris is known for bringing razor-sharp conditioning to the stage. He was one of the main inspirations for me when I was a junior in terms of what's possible from a conditioning standpoint. He was razor sharp as a junior, and he's really shown himself as a very, very good middleweight. I know that he's looking towards getting his pro card at some point, and I don't doubt him. His work ethic is certainly up there with the best of them. So I wish all the best of luck to Kris, and he's certainly one to follow this year. If you're looking to follow someone that's really going to pour everything into a prep. So good luck to Kris. Moving on to an off-season athlete, one of my favourite athletes and fellow WNBF World's Junior Champ, Daniel Park. He's keeping us up to date pretty weekly with his updates, and he weighed in recently 229. 229 this guy is. He's looking wicked though at 229. You look at his updates, and honestly, look at them and I'm thinking, where's the body fat gone? You know, Dan, like, where are you putting this body fat? Are you hiding it somewhere so we can't see it on your physique? Because he is looking just ginormous. I think from my perspective, looking at Dan, he's got a world of potential. And we already know that from him being a superb junior. You know, when someone's a superb junior, it's hard for them not to be a good open class bodybuilder at some point. He's got the structure, the symmetry, the proportions. He brings the conditioning. It's going to be very exciting. I think he's coming back to stage in 2019. That's the plan with Zach, his coach. So amazing job, dude. Keep going and keep us updated, because your lifts and your progress are superb. One to follow for sure. Moving on, another off-season bodybuilder that I love following. So Sam Slack is one of those that he has his times where he's not so consistent, but he's very honest about it. He's never bullshitting. He says, you know, oh, I'm having a bad week, and I know he's got a family and things like that, so he works things around sort of his daily life. So he's a very realistic guy to follow, but he's fucking strong. Like, unbelievable strength. So we're watching a video here of him pressing. This was a down set, so he hit 60 kilos for 5 on the incline on dumbbells, followed that up with 50 for 12. 50 kilos for 12 reps. You don't see many people doing that. But then again, you don't see many people with an upper chest like Sam. So if cause meets correlation, then this is one of the things that we should be paying attention to. So Sam, amazing lift, dude, and keep doing what you're doing, and just keep being consistent, because your genetic potential is just wonderful. It's just superb. So moving on again to another Slam. What am I doing? Another Sam. Sam, what can Sam not do is the question that we've got to ask ourselves. Sam did a powerlifting meet last weekend and obviously won, and obviously got world records or UK records. Pretty sure it's record breaking lifts in terms of his deadlift, but I believe there was some sort of reason why he couldn't break another record in terms of it being a regional meet. I'm not too clued up on powerlifting, but there was some issue with him being able to break some numbers. But nevertheless, it was on the day a 295 kilo squat, 649 pounds, 177.5 kilo deadlift, and a 322.5 kilo deadlift. Just mind blowing, and he still looks wicked. So Sam, again, just a superb job. And if you're not already following Sam deserves more. I mean, this just proves that numbers aren't everything, but he deserves more than 5.7k on Instagram. He's one of the best natural athletes in the world. Follow him if you're not following him already. And finally, wrapping up, as I promised, I would include a female in the Natty news. So this girl, Taylor, she probably won't watch this, but I know her coach, Laura Varga, will, because she's one of my clients. But Taylor is just one of those people that, in my opinion, you look at and you know she's just got it. She's just got it, right? She's got incredible shape and proportions and crazy quads, just quite absurd genetic potential. And she obviously took that to the stage, and you know, as you would expect from someone of her caliber, she won the overall. You know, you just sort of know when you look at someone as to how they're going to do and whether they're going to do well or not. And she's one of those people that, yeah, ticks all the boxes in terms of just genetic potential and hard work. So well done to both her and Laura on the success that they've had, and I look forward to following what they do next. That's going to be it for today's episode of Natty News. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, then please ask. But hopefully this episode has brought you a bit more of an insight into the world of natural bodybuilding again. And we'll speak very soon. Cheers, guys.